Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome all of you to this Insta Live. This is Nirmala, the Senior Counselor from Europe Study Center's Chennai office. Thank you so much for joining this live as we are going to give lot of updates with respect to application, admission, and how to choose the programs and how to prepare yourself. All right, so this is what we are going to discuss in this live. So once again, welcome all of you. Happy to see so many people joining in the live to get the update. Once again, this is Nirmala. I'm the Senior Counselor from Europe Study Center's Chennai office. And as always, this live is going to be for a very short time. So I'm not going to hold you all for a very, very long time. And to appreciate all your effort and time you took to attend and listen and ask questions to me, we decided to appreciate that action by giving a small gift. We would say it's just a token of appreciation. So you can send in your questions to the number which is displayed below, and the best question is the one who is going to ask the best question. They are going to get a small gift from us. All right, so you can start asking questions, post your questions to the number which is displayed there, and I'm going to get the questions here in my phone, and I'm going to read out the question, your name, and I'm going to give the appropriate answer for all that. All right, so without much delay, let's start. So in today's live we are going to see how to build your profile, whether it is for undergraduate admission or it is for postgraduate admission. We felt this is very important because many students come to us at the last minute, either very unprepared, they don't know what to do, and they are also missing the deadlines. So that is why we thought to do this as a live here, so that the students who are planning this year, the students who are going to plan next year or the next year, so you have to prepare yourself. All right, so it's not like we are going to write exams every year. It's not like that. Okay, it's a small effort which is required for you to build your profile so that you can get admission in the top universities in Europe. As you all know, we have been sending students to public universities, only public universities, top ranked public universities in European Schengen countries. All right. And there are about some 29 countries. We already know all that. And those who are watching this live for the first time, so we as a company, Europe Study Center, which is displayed behind me, we are sending students for the last 15 years to top ranked public universities for both bachelor's and master's. Every year we are sending around 800 to 1000 students, and we have offices in Chennai, Trichy, Coimbatore, and Bangalore. Okay, so I'm one of the senior counselor. I'm doing this live today for you all from my Chennai office. And you can note down the number which is displayed below. You can book an appointment, the same number which you're going to use it to send the questions. You can book an appointment and visit us. We do extensive counseling. We spend 1 to 1.5 hours with each student, understanding the profile, helping them to, go through the process smoothly, because we are doing this on a daily basis for so many years. So we are kind of expert in this domain, right? But for you, it is the first time you're going to do. So there may be some process which you wouldn't understand, or there may be some, maybe you're not very sure, right? And at the last moment, I don't want students panicking. So that is why we tell all the students to come 1 year ahead of time. Whether it is for bachelor's or whether it is for master's, it is better to approach us 1 year ahead of time. Not because we are going to make you do some activities every month. It's not like that, because the applications for the top ranked universities opens the previous year. For example, for September 2026, applications open sometime in the I would say the last, October 2025. And some universities will have early deadlines like Jan 15th. Sweden and Finland application deadline for September 2026 was Jan 15th. And I see many students, in spite of we giving information through Insta Live, YouTube Live, webinars, We inform the students well ahead when we meet them. Still, I see many students coming at the last minute, even though the profile is good, even though the mark is good, even though the profile exactly matches for the scholarship, they tend to lose the dates and they come very late. So we don't want you to do that mistakes. So that is the reason we are doing this live today. So now I am going to separate segment by segment. So first I'm going to talk quickly about how the students, I mean the school students, how they have to prepare themselves. So in shortly, I would say how the school students should prepare themselves for undergraduate admission in European universities. First, we need to understand the education system in Europe is different. Their processing is different. Their timelines are different from our colleges or universities. So they start everything little early. Okay, so we have to really be in touch with the information and we have to keep updated. So we do that because this is our job. But you are caught up with so many things, right? School, college, exams, projects, you're running around. So you may lose that. So for admission into undergraduate, so first of all, I would like to tell you, we are sending students for both undergraduate and masters only for English taught programs. So you can be assured that you are going to study everything in English, whether it is undergraduation or post graduation. Why? Because we are sending only to English taught programs. So how we have to prepare for undergraduate admission is, so mathematics is very, very important in order to get admission into European public universities. So please make sure you don't omit mathematics. I meet many students, the 12th standard students, who comes and tells me that the school suggested them to leave the mathematics and choose some other subject because the school wanted 100% result for that particular year. The school feels that the student, if the student is little weak in mathematics, they are telling to leave the mathematics, and they are asking to select some courses like physical education or many courses like that. Schools are trying to do that because they want 100% results every year. But the student also is thinking that that is okay, and they tend to omit mathematics and they choose some other subjects, and then they come back to us and they tell us like, I don't have mathematics in my 11th standard, in my 12th standard, so but I wanted to go for engineering, or I wanted to go for life sciences. Some biological program also requires mathematics. So through this life, the parents who are watching, or your children are already in 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, or the students who are planning to omit mathematics, some schools are even giving the option to change the subjects even in 11th and 12th grade if they feel like the student is weak. Okay, so please note it down that mathematics is very important for European universities, and we can't do anything if you are skipping your mathematics. So make sure that you choose mathematics as one of your subject. Pure science group will not have any program here. So make sure that this is very, very important. And one more important information through this live I wanted to give is, please don't wait for 12th board exam and 12th results. We keep emphasizing this in all the through all the medias, and to all the students who are coming to us also, because see, our board exam happens in the month of March, February, March, and we get the results in the month of April, May. Correct? By the time you get your 12th mark sheet, university application deadline would have been over for many countries. All right. So parents are also thinking, okay, let me wait and get the 12th exam, or they are thinking, I don't want to disturb my kid because he's preparing for for the board exam. I completely agree. You need to spend time to prepare for the board exam, everything, but simultaneously, you have to do this process also, because some countries like Netherlands, the application deadline for the top universities is January 15th for both bachelor's and masters. And The students are coming back in the month of February, March, and they are coming and asking, I wanted to go to Netherlands. It's definitely not possible. And the 12th standard students, they miss one academic year. So don't do that. We can apply with 10th mark sheet, 11th mark sheet, and we would be asking or guiding you to get a predicted score from the schools. With that, we'll do the application. We'll get the conditional offer letter. Then after doing the 12th mark and getting the mark sheet, we will upload it and then we get the confirmed offer letter. This is what happens for the undergraduation. So through this live, I request all the parents or the students who are looking for undergraduation, please make a note of it. All right. So what other thing the undergrad student has to focus to build his profile would be focus on English. All right. And try to participate in competitions, try to participate in quiz programs, and try to do any short courses. Focus on your marks, English, all these things the students need to focus. Okay, so school students can participate in Olympiads, then competitions, science fairs, all this. Okay, then if you are planning for design related programs, portfolio is also mandatory. And English language proficiency test you can take a little later also, because the validation for the IELTS is only 2 years. So focus on all these things right from the beginning, so everything goes smooth and you are not panicking and your parents are not panicking. We need to get the letter of recommendations, you need to write the SOP. So focus on your grammar, your English, your subjects. And one more thing is, you need to figure out what is your interest. Okay, so this is where many students are making wrong choices, because they are being confused by many agents and consultants who are trying to send students for just mere commissions, okay, to the low ranked universities, low ranked colleges in different countries. And you already might have been knowing, you all, like what are the issues going on with USA, Canada, Australia. So in Europe, if you're going to go to public universities, the tuition fees is very, very less. These are advantages. So quickly I'm going to talk about the advantages of doing undergraduation itself in Europe. All right. So now lot of undergrad students are going. Even for September 2026, we have many students going for UG, for bachelor's degree, and many girl students are going. That's a very happy, thing to be proud of, because those were the days parents were not happy, I mean not confident, or they don't feel like it is very safe. But Europe is the safest place. We send students for both undergraduation and post graduation every year. So Europe is very, very safe, you don't have to worry about it. And one more thing I wanted to remind you again, please send in your questions to the numbers which is displayed below, and I'll be getting your questions and I'll be replying for all your questions. All right. And I wanted to again remind, the best question is going to win a small gift, a token of appreciation from our side. Okay. All right. So as I said, why undergraduation in Europe? Because the public universities focuses on practical learning. So the students are, the foundation itself is very, very strong. They are learning every concepts and they are learning everything properly, and lot of exposure. They can participate in lot of competitions even there, and the university supports the students by giving them lot of opportunities, because the professors are highly qualified and they have industrial connections. So that's the reason we recommend students to go to bachelor itself to Europe. And also when it comes to expenses, okay, it is actually very, very less when compared to the tuition fees paid in our private Indian colleges. Take it from me. Okay, the tuition fees what you're paying in our colleges, take it for computer science or mechanical or electronics, electricals, definitely you're paying very less as the annual tuition fees, because the public universities are collecting very less fees, since because we are getting subsidized fee structure. Okay, and the cost of living in Europe is also very, very less. So approximately the student will be spending whatever they're spending for the whole, for first year tuition fees, they are going to spend as a complete expenses. So this is what is a comparison. And networking, the student is learning everything at a very very young age. Networking possibilities is possible in Europe because they are giving Erasmus exchange program even for undergraduate students, and post study work time is also there for undergrad students, unlike other countries. So the students get enough time to look for job. The students are getting 1 to 2 years depending upon which country you're going. And one more advantage the students are getting by choosing to go to Europe is Schengen visa. So there are about some 29 countries in Schengen, and the student is going to go with one visa. So he or she can travel to 29 countries, and after finishing the undergraduation or post graduation, the student can apply for jobs in any of the country. Okay, so these are all the options or benefits the students are getting. And many students have gone and got benefited. Now they are happily working, and some of the students have settled down also. We have posted all these details in one of our playlists in our YouTube channel. You can go and watch. You can go to type you in the YouTube, you type Europe Study Center, and in one of the playlists we have excellent stories given by the students themselves who have gone from India to European public universities for both undergraduation and post graduation. They have shared their stories, how they planned, how they cracked all the barriers, and how they went to the universities and how they learned everything practically. And that helped them to get their dream jobs, and they are settled down there. So please, I advise all of you to watch those interviews and understand how Europe is. Many doesn't know, and they simply scare the students that Europe is like this, Europe is like that. Now, given the current scenario with respect to the immigration policy, visa policy changes in all the other countries' traditional destinations, Europe is the best and safe option, I would say, for both undergrad and postgrad. Okay, so now coming to master's students. Okay, so master's admission. Those students who have already completed bachelor's in India, now looking to go for master's abroad. So how the student can build his profile. Okay, so it is very important to maintain the CGPA, because the public universities, each country has a different requirement. Okay, so we need to, Germany for example, it gives 100% tuition free. So the student is getting admission in Germany. He or she has to build the profile right from the early years. So for undergraduate student, I see many students, really having ideas only during the third year or fourth year. And the first 2 years, they're just leisurely enjoying the college life. I'm not saying you should not enjoy the college life. You have to enjoy, because this is such an amazing period you're all having. But you should also keep in mind that you need to focus on your profile building. Okay, so maintaining the CGPA or the percentage right from semester one is very, very important. You all need to understand, suddenly you cannot boost your CGPA. Okay, when it comes to public universities, they have one of the strict requirement as a CGPA, and many students realize that during the third year or at the last year, and they cannot do anything, they cannot change anything. Just with 2 semesters or 3 semesters, CGPA will not get boosted. You have to focus right from semester one. Okay, and then they need to participate in lot of activities in colleges, like for example paper publishing, mini projects. They can attend lot of conferences, they can present their papers, all this citations, journal citations, paper publishing in well-known journals, all this is going to help them. They can mention all these things. When it comes to admissions in Europe, it is not only based on marks. Many students are thinking that I have 9 CGPA and definitely I'm going to get it. No, it's not like that. The university sees the overall personality of a student. It's not only the mark. Of course, certain point goes for mark, and the other points go for how the student has prepared for admission, how the student is prepared from day one. Like for example, you can attend a lot of, as I told you, seminars happening in the college. Then you can, you have to go and initiate everything. Many students are still thinking that my professors didn't tell me this, or my parents didn't ask me to do this. It's not like that. Okay, you should come out of your textbook and come plan things out of your syllabus. You have to really do things that your profile is very very unique. All right, so you can do internships every semester. You have to make time. See, only the serious students, only the dedicated focused students are able to crack the top public universities. Okay, so we always tell the students, try to make use of the internship opportunities, even if it is 10 days internship or 15 days internship. It is good, you get a certificate. And then research projects, if some projects are coming in, don't keep yourself away. Don't think that it is only for the toppers. Okay, many students still have that inhibition. I cannot do any projects, or I cannot do any paper presentation. Everybody is learning like you, so leave the inhibitions, then plan that. And try to upscale yourself. Learn little bit of basic codings. Then if you are from a life sciences or a science student, try to learn lab technique activities, participate some in lab technician activities, try to get some certificates. All this gives you that you are very focused and determined. Okay, and then these are all some of the things. And try to attend seminars, participate in seminars, get certificates. So all this gives you an overall impression about you. Okay, and then try to build communicate with the students abroad. So this I keep telling all the students. Okay, so now we have social media, and we have to use it constructively. Okay, so update your LinkedIn profile, then try to be in touch with students, learn what's happening, okay, in your domain. Be very very strong in your subject, and also do some practice in English, because that helps you when you're applying for your IELTS, TOEFL. So these are all some of the activities the masters admission seeking students have to do. All right, okay. And you can also do paper presentation. Some students come and say that they have done patent. That's all very superb, right? So it's not like only after finishing and getting your degree you can go and do stuffs. It's not like that. You have to be doing it right from the day one. All right, so this is one thing. And focus on English, because foreign countries, English is what is going to help us, because we don't know the native language. And also many students are still thinking that native language will be a barrier. You can crack it, not a problem. It's only for communication. And if you get any chance to learn any foreign language, please learn. That will also help you to certain extent. Okay, now I'm going to do what are the advantages the students are going to get if they are planning for masters. I know many students come to me and tell that I wanted to go on during my bachelor's itself, but things weren't feasible for me. So I wanted to at least do my master's. Absolutely, you can do. Those students who has done bachelor's in our country also can apply for masters. Even for master's application, I recommend you to reach out to us once you finish your 6th semester. All right, don't come in at the last minute. Okay, it's going to be really rush. So reach out to us 1 year early. The same thing, the previous year the application opens, and again, whatever I said for undergrad only, I'm going to say for the postgrad. The students don't come late. And many students are thinking, even here, many students are still thinking, I should get all the 8th semester mark sheets or 6th semester mark sheets, then only I can initiate the application. For 3-year bachelor's, till 4th semester we can do the application, and for 4 years degree, after getting the 6th semester we can do the application. So keep all these things. Following the timelines also is very very important. Imagine preparing yourself from day one, right from semester 1, but at the right time, before application deadline, you should have punched in your application. All right. Many students miss out this also. So don't miss the bus. So again, you're going to learn everything in English, 100% English taught program, and the total budget also, it is very, very affordable. Okay, the public universities are, you can study if your profile is very good. Germany offers free education, and other countries like France public universities, Austria's public university, the fees is very low when compared to the Indian institutions, what we are paying here. All right. And when you come here, when you come to our office for counseling, we assess your profile, and then we shortlist the courses based on your profile and your requirement. All right. So once again, I would like to remind, if you have any questions, please send your questions to the number which is displayed. So I'll be getting your questions here, and I'm going to read out your questions. All right. So now I started getting question. So this is Sarika. Hello, Sarika. For PG in Europe, apart from GPA, what specific profile elements, research, internships, work experience, certifications make an applicant truly competitive for top universities and scholarships? Sarika, such a big question, but I really appreciate, okay, because you have given enough time to research about all these things. Sarika, see, whatever I mentioned just now, you had asked me. So definitely, if you really participate in your if you do any internships, even for 15 days, 20 days, or 1 month, it is really going to enhance your profile. And work experience, many programs, work experience is not mandatory. Okay. So again, it is program specific only. Certain programs in management, they may ask for example, MBA, they may ask for work experience, relevant work experience. But for other programs, work experience is not mandatory. You can do the application while you're in the final years only. And we have already 2026 passing out students. We have we have started the application process. All right. So work experience is not mandatory. Certifications, if it is possible, you try to do one. Okay. If it is not possible, if it is not there also, it's fine. Now that I'm saying all these things, don't think without I don't have certifications, or I don't have uh, paper publishing, will I be able to get admission? Definitely it's possible. I'm telling all these things because top ranked universities, some universities, due to competition, many universities checks all these things. So let's build the profile right from early time, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Sarika, I guess I answered for your question. Another question. The student has not given the name. Hi, ma'am. Can I know the procedure for PG medicine studies in Europe? I don't know which student is this. We don't process, or we don't recommend medicine abroad. We always recommend medicine to be done in our country, and we don't process for medicine or clinical courses. All right. Thank you. Okay. So the next question is, how can research projects improve PG admission chances? Okay. So now how will the research projects help? Because whatever the research project you are doing, you're going to learn everything in a practical way. You're not going to sit and write or draw, right? How you do your other subjects in the classrooms. Research projects definitely will put you under lot of rigorous, learning. You're going to learn a lot when you're doing research projects, so that helps you. And also later, if you're going to apply on the same domain where you did your research product, you have great weightage in your application. So research projects definitely is going to help, because you're learning everything practically. That is very, very important, right? Subject knowledge is becoming very strong if you do research projects. That's how it is. Can average students get into top European universities? Yes, that's what I was telling you. It's not only mark. Okay. What do you mean average student? How do you come to a judgment that a student is average? Because you think that you don't have a mark? Is that called the average student? It's not like that. Okay, so mark is one, I would say certain weightage is given to mark, but also you can improve your profile by participating in internships, doing internships, participating in seminars, conferences. All these things will also enhance your profile. All right, so definitely if you plan properly and if you apply to the correct course, and if you know the process well and you know your early application, everything stands chances even for the average student. All right, so that's what I've been telling. How to write a strong SOP for European universities. Okay, so SOP also plays a major role here, because SOP is going to give a clear picture of who the student is, right? So SOP has to be done by the student. I know many agents or consultants are using ChatGPT or AI tools to write SOP. The SOP need not be very high-fi English or high, it's simple SOP, but real stories. Okay, so you have to you have to be really very, very genuine in writing your SOPs. No cut, copy, paste. We never do SOPs. Okay, we correct the SOPs, but we make the student to write the SOPs, because the professors or the admission panel have softwares to find out plagiarism, and they can really find out if it was ChatGPT done SOP. So it's always better to be very simple, explain everything clearly, and explain your motivation, and try to do a lot of research on what you're applying and what are the job opportunities that country is having. All these research, if you do and if you present the SOP in such a way, the university really respects the real SOP, not the cut, copy, paste SOP. Many students are coming and asking us, XYZ consultants are doing even the SOP for me, ma'am. Why aren't you doing? That's a question I get from many students. It's not, it should be done by the student. We definitely recommend, because you're learning a lot how to write and how to present yourself. This is going to help you in the long run. All right. Okay. Shivarani. Hello, Shivarani. Shivarani is asking me, ma'am, let me know the public university in Germany would accept distance education degree. Shivarani, distance education degree. I guess you're asking about correspondence course, right? Distance education degree is not accepted, Shivarani, here in Europe. I'm so sorry about it. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I will. Okay. I'm getting. Oh my God. I have a lot of questions here. So, which country and university do you specialize in? I think the students joined very late. We are actually sending students to European Schengen countries. Okay, Schengen countries, public universities only we are sending for both undergrad as well as post graduation. That is bachelor's admission as well as master's admission. And we don't do other countries. We are only processing Schengen visa. Okay. I think student who joined late, they are asking this question. Do you handle both? Yes, of course, we do handle both undergraduation as post-graduation admission. Okay, so, okay, how do you provide complete visa assistance? What documents will be required from our end? Yes, of course, that is our duty here. We start with, course selection, then we collect the application documents, and once the student gets the offer letter, we also provide visa assistance. Okay, so that's a complete process. We take you through the process. We have an excellent team of counselors and admission team, and definitely we are doing the visa process, and the documents would be definitely a confirmed offer letter, then your financial documents, then your identity documents, your passport, and the sufficient proof, financial proof need to be shown. And each country has a different financial requirement. The proof of fund and everything has to be shown. And while doing the process, and once the student gets the offer letter, we share the checklist for visa, because it's not we cannot generalizedly tell the documents. These are the documents mainly, and it differs for each country. All right, and the visa documents has to be properly prepared and applied, And if you miss any one single document also, the visa results can be anything. I mean, negative decision you will get. So it is always better to seek the professional advice, people like us, because we are sending students for almost 30, we are sending almost students for 15 years, 30 intakes, 30 plus intakes, because every year we have two intakes. So we have seen almost 30 to 32 intakes. So we have a huge data and we have got an experience sending. And coming to talking about choosing the people to for your admission and visa, please choose it wisely. Even I would say choosing the professional expertise or consultant or agent is as important as you are choosing your program and your university. Why? Because given the scenario of difficult visa policies and a lot of visa restrictions and immigration changes, since all the countries are kind of making it very tricky for students, now all the agents and consultants have started applying for European country, and the European admission process and visa process documentations are little different from, not only little, very very different from USA, Canada and Australia. And only with the experienced team it is possible to get the process successfully done. So don't get scammed by those agents and consultants who have recently started and learning the process with your profile. Okay, so you have to be very very careful in choosing the guidance from the experts also. So you need to understand what is the history, how many students are they sending every year, and how are the students graduating from that. All these research you have to do. All right, and that is why we are telling you have to choose us, because we have huge experience in sending students to the top ranked public universities in Germany, Netherlands, Finland, Sweden, all these countries. Okay, so do you assist with accommodation? Yes, of course, we will also be guiding with accommodation booking for the students. We assist in getting the university accommodation, and in the worst case, if the university accommodation is over by when we are applying, we also do guide for booking the accommodation through private sources also. So that is how we process here. Okay, so the next question is, okay, oh my god, I got so many questions. I think one last question. Mm, Do you provide pre-departure guidance? Of course, we do provide pre-departure. We guide the student before departing. We give the list of items to be taken, and we also give a brief advice, or a session explaining about what they have to do soon after they land the country, and how they have to go and enroll in the university. All these things we also guide students. All right, so Europe is not doing any process in a hurry burry way. So please prepare yourself early, so that you can avoid the panic situation. Okay, so you can, if you want a guidance, you can approach us, note down the number, you can book an appointment, reach out to us. We work from Monday to Saturday, and in all the 4 branches we working, and you can book an appointment and visit us. All right, so I hope I have covered how to build the profile for both undergrad and postgrad admissions. If you still have any doubts, you can reach out to us. You can contact the number 9884457722. We would be really welcome to have you here for guiding the students. All right. Thank you so much for attending this live. See you all soon in the office. Take care. Bye bye.